Hi everybody, it's Claire back with another art journal video. Again, I'm playing with some of the new colours from Dina Wakley. So I'm using Rouge, Tangelo and Orchid. I'm going to be using them together. They're really bright and vibrant together. Not three colours I would ever choose to put together, but they do work really well. So I'm doing the technique that is one of Dina's favourites. So you put the colours really close together, get them on your brush, and then you just sweep it across the page. It's a really effective way to quickly get some colour on your background. And as long as you don't overbrush it, you don't end up with the colours kind of merging together too much. So it still remains quite vibrant. So once I've done that, I then use the connected dot stencil and some of the orchid colour. I'm just popping that through the stencil over the top of my colours there. So then once that was dry, I'm using the angled paint blobs and just going in with a bit of heather, I think it is. So kind of in the same colour family as the orchid, works quite well. It's not quite as stark as the white would have been, so I quite like that. And then I am using one of the faces from the Greatest Asset stamp set. This is going to be one of the focal points on my page. So putting that over on the right hand side, and then I'm using these fabulous leaves from the Remarkable stamp set, stamping them straight onto the journal. So really I'm going to use these as a template because I'm going to paint over the top of them. If I'd have wanted them to stand out a bit more, then I probably would have stamped them onto collage tissue paper and then stuck them on that way. So here I'm just giving my face a neck. So it does look a bit strange actually, but I wasn't really bothered about that, it's fine. So it isn't just a head floating around. And then going in with my black gesso and just painting over these leaves. So kind of using them as a template to get them started. And then I'm using some of the words that are also from the Greatest Asset stamps, which is whatever makes you weird is your greatest asset. Is that always true? I don't know whether it is. Oh dear. So I'm sticking those in place using some gel medium, and then I decided I wanted to add some marks onto the leaves. So I had from one of my paintbrushes like the little plastic cover that goes over the end of the bristles, and I decided I would use that to print some tiny circles. So I'm using some of the orchid paint and I am stamping that onto those leaf shapes. And then once I've done a few using that, I then grabbed a dotting tool and just added some dots of paint onto the other ones. But it was lots of fun making different marks on those leaves. And it would be great fun to do a page just full of those leaves actually. So then once it was all dry, I'm then just going around those leaves using my white Signo Uniball just to kind of pop those out a little bit more. And then some final mark making too. I guess lots of you comment and say that it wouldn't be my art journal pages if you didn't have loads of dots on them, but I bet you get really fed up of watching me do dots. But anyway, it is definitely something that I do. I kind of do it almost without thinking as well, so maybe it's more habitual than anything else, but I do like the way it looks. And then I'm just using a Pick pen in like a really dark grey. I'm just adding a little bit of a shadow to the side of those leaves, and what that does just helps A, to make them look a bit more 3D, and B, just make them pop out a little bit more. And there we go, the finished page using those really bright colours that do surprisingly work well together. So thanks for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed this video page using these new paint colours, and I hope to see you again soon.